All right, good morning. Welcome to the Marshall County Board of Supervisors regular session today, July 15th, in the courthouse first floor meeting room. Notice the public, the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You're requested to approach the podium, use the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. The normal process on any agenda item is for the chair to read the item from the agenda. The board's given an opportunity to comment on the issue and or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate and a roll call will follow. We'll start with a roll call, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, is there a motion to approve today's agenda?
I will make the motion to approve today's agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
We have the motion and the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
On to service awards this morning. Our first one will start with 15 years. Buildings and Grounds Director, Lucas Badke, thank you for your, well, it's been quite a 15 years when you think about all that has gone with our grounds, both here at the courthouse, obviously with the tornado and everything else in between that's gone on, and then also out at the sheriff's office with all the upgrades going on out there. So there's always something to do with Buildings and Grounds. Lucas has seen a lot and has done a lot, and we appreciate all that he's done on that in those 15 years. The 15 years probably feels like 30 when you think about all that's been done, but we certainly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Other comments?
Thank you for all you do. You're kind of the go-to person to make sure everything is happening as it's supposed to be. Even in circumstances that you wouldn't think it would be Buildings and Grounds, it is. So thanks for all you do, Lucas.
Yeah, thanks, Lucas, and thank you for the wonderful tour of the courthouse and all the historical knowledge. I appreciate your passion for the historical aspect of everything that goes on here, and we appreciate it.
Please note, his first day was the day the Duray Show in 2011 went through the sheriff's office. So that was his first day of work running a chainsaw.
Oh, good to know. Yeah.
Lucas, do you have any comments for us today?
No, let's just take a picture.
All right.
Hold it.
Awesome.
I tried.
Very nice, James. Man.
Oh my goodness.
Forgot about that one.
All right. Now, on to 25 years, Eric Purvis, truck driver in secondary roads. He's not here today, but Paul's got some comments.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Eric Purvis, also known as Cooter in our department. I was the county engineer for several months before I knew his real name. So I just, but Eric does fine work for us, and he's not just a truck driver. He's our tire man, and so he's working around the shop most of the time. And because he's at the shop most, he also ends up taking the calls with, a majority of the garbage calls when we have to go pick up things around the side of the road. It's Cooter to go get it, and we may have had to break him from finding things that he likes and keeping them in his tire shop, because the tire shop's filling up with, it looks like a flea market, and it's so we had to control that. But no, he does great work for us, and he's also the guy that repairs the majority of our mailboxes when they get hit by snowplows. So he's going to be difficult to replace, because I'm not sure anybody else wants his job. So thanks to Eric.
25 years, that's a quarter century. So we appreciate that dedication to Marshall County, no doubt about it.
He's a great guy.
right, any further comment? Thanks again to both Eric and Lucas today for 15 and 25 years. On to consent agenda. Approve previous regular session minutes, July 1st, 2026. Approve the claims as audited and authorize the auditor and recorder to issue the payment of the same. The listing of claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting of the following month. 6C, file auditor recorder's quarterly report, April through June 2026, total $74,069 and 43 cents. 6D, file manure management plans, Up Church Feeders Incorporated 66010 at 70508 US Highway 30, Colo, signed with no changes. Mud Creek Feeders, number 67869, 674, 720th Avenue, Collins, signed with changes. And our personnel changes. Status changed, Tyler Stanley, Secondary Roads Department from Truck Driver 2 to Truck Driver 3 at $33.75 per hour, effective July 18th, 2026. And new hire Ian Buckwald in the Marshall County Attorney's Office, full-time Assistant County Attorney at $90,000. Annual salary to start on or after August 3rd. And that is the end of today's consent agenda.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
We have that motion in the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
On to number 7, the adoption of resolution number 2026-25, appointment of Ian Buckwald to that position of Assistant County Attorney, and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll make the motion that we adopt resolution number 2026-0025, appointment of Ian Buckwald to the position of Assistant County Attorney, and authorize the chair to sign.
I will second that.
And this is just the official resolution that needs to be done for this position.
I know the attorney's office is very excited to get Ian here.
So excited she wants to come up.
She gets to come up.
So in the county attorney's office, this is an important attorney position. It's the domestic violence misdemeanor docket that he gets. He was enthusiastic. He is a practicing attorney that lives here in town, so it's a really good fit, and we just are looking forward to it.
That's great. Thank you. All right. We got the motion in the second on the resolution. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Number 8, adopt resolution 2026-26, approving an amendment to a Chapter 28E intergovernmental cooperation agreement between Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center and Marshall County. Carol, you sit on that?
Yes, so this is basically kind of a cleanup of some previous issues that Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center has been doing regarding their corporate structure. They're just kind of getting things in line with the original members, the prior to 2012 members, and then are taking a different tact with those who came after 2012 to just clean up some of the requirements of the state.
And Keo did review the document, and so looks very similar to the old, with a few minor changes, but she said it was fine.
Yeah. It's basically just confirming our arrangement again.
Perfect.
I will make the motion to adopt Resolution 2026-0026, approving an amendment to a Chapter 28E intergovernmental cooperation agreement between Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center and Marshall County.
I'll second that.
We have that motion in second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Number 9, now the approval of the agreement between Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center and Marshall County, and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll make the motion to approve the agreement, but the 2080 agreement between Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center and Marshall County, and authorize the chair to sign.
I will second that.
We have that motion and the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Number 10, approve temporary use agreement for 102 South Center Street, Marshtown during RAGBRAI, and authorize the chair to sign.
Sheriff
Sheriff.
Joe Phillips, Marsh County. This is a temporary use of the property from First Interstate Bank for our Emergency Operations Center Incident Command Trailer. From there, we're going to be monitoring weather for RAGBRAI for those July 22nd, 23rd, along with our public safety and just our operations for our safety just for RAGBRAI. So we're going to be staffing that with communication specialist, public safety, fire, EMS, law enforcement, so it's going to be kind of our central location. I think it's emergency operations. And so I just requested the banks graciously allowed us to have that incident command trailer parked on that facility along with additional communication equipment. So
Does that come in the day before?
the 22nd, so we're going to set up just that morning.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll be taken down that evening on the 23rd.
Oh.
We're hoping most of the riders and the need for that center will be done around noon on the 23rd. So it's just going to be a temporary use. And this has been reviewed and approved by County Attorney Gaffney.
Well, I will make the motion to approve temporary use of property agreement with First Interstate Bank for the use of 102 South Center Street, Marshalltown, as a staging area for Marshall County Sheriff's Office, Marshall County Emergency Management, and Marshall County Communications Center during RAGBRAI, and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
We have the motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Thank you, Sheriff. Number 11, approve support for the Marshall County Conservation's letter of intent for a grant application to the Martha Ellen Ty Foundation. Good morning, Emily.
Emily Herring, Marshall County Conservation Director. We have been raising funds over the last couple of years for a facility master plan. When I first came in 3 years ago, we had a lot of projects on our plate, and we are now to the point of trying to proceed with other projects. And one of the things that I kept realizing was that our funding sources we could match funding sources, but without having a plan moving forward, it was kind of hard to figure out the best strategic way to do that. And so another thing I did when I first came in was have all of our staff go through all of our areas and record things that needed to be fixed, things that needed to be changed. And we came up kind of with a little list. So this project will be an in-depth review of those, as well as them reviewing our parks. It'll be getting costs and conceptual designs on that. It'll be creating a survey that we will distribute. We plan on doing it in different forms and different languages. And so we're trying to finalize our funding for it. The total cost is $50,000. We have $30,000 secured, so we're down to our last $20,000. Martha Ellen Ty just opened up for letters of intent, and so they reached out to me because I had reached out to them in the past for about possible funding. And so I was coming to the Board of Supervisors for financial support for half of those funds, and then requesting the other $10,000 for the fence. That's my plan, I would say. So.
All right.
What's your timeline for this? What's the foundation's timeline? Did you get any indication of that?
They are going to review the letters of intent, and then they would let us know by mid-August on whether or not we will be able to apply for the actual grant.
And your deadline for the letter of intent is August 1st?
No, it's today.
Today.
It's all written.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting to see.
Okay.
So with this, the 10,000, we'd have to have a commitment from the board,
Yeah,
which would come from our economic development
funds, yeah.
funds.
And it would be pending approval to go forward by the Martha Ellen Ty Foundation Board.
And we have 80,000 in that undesignated for the
Yeah.
budget, and we haven't spent any this year yet.
Yeah.
Well, this year just started.
Yeah, I know, but it's a 15, we've made it to 14 days of not spending any.
Without a request. Okay,
I'm comfortable with this.
yeah, me as well.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I as well.
I will make the motion to approve
Thanks, Emily.
10,000 in matching support for the Marshall County Conservation's letter of intent for a grant application to the Martha Ellen Ty Foundation for the purposes of master planning pending approval by the Martha Ellen Ty Foundation Board.
I will second that.
All right, we have that motion, the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
All right, on to number 12, approve amendment of fiscal year 2027 Marshall County Secondary Roads 5-year plan and authorize the chair to sign.
Okay, this is just an amendment on our program to mount the opinion of probable costs for this 06 bridge on Oaks Avenue was considerably more than what we had programmed. We had it programmed at 580,000, and currently opinion of probable costs is 714,782. I'm not sure how you get down to the dollar on that, but at any rate, we just want to make sure we can get our HBP funds, and so this is 100% funded HBP, so this allows us to get that amount, so.
Okay.
I will make the motion to approve amendment of fiscal year 2027 Marshall County Secondary Roads 5-year plan by county engineer and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
All right, we have the motion, the second. Any further discussion? Timing on likely this project happening?
We're in the November letting. We are hopeful that we will get a contractor that's interested in winter work, because we usually let our bridge projects with free winter work allowed, so they don't get charged working days. And if our super El Nino comes through, then we won't have very much snow and it'll be warmer, and they're just gonna keep building bridges all winter.
That would be awesome.
That would be. All right. Thank you, Paul. We have the motion, the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Approve supplemental agreement for additional services, number 1, with Snyder and Associates for additional design services related to the US 30 Binford Avenue and 245th Street Improvement Project, and authorize the chair to sign.
And this is agreement with our consultant on the 245th Binford, US 30, C-Step, RISE, NR money, FM money. It's a big project, but this is just to cover some of our design changes and different extra engineering costs associated.
All right.
Has the timing on this project changed at all?
We are still in the October letting.
Okay.
And I think that we are gonna put a early start date of April 1 on it, so that we don't get a contractor that comes in and thinks they're gonna do something, in the fall, because there's a lot of ways that just makes a mess. So anyway, we are planning on this being 2027 work. And
Okay.
Just, we can make that restriction with the contracts office before the letting.
Okay. All right, I'll make the motion to approve supplemental agreement for additional services, number 01, with Snyder and Associates Incorporated for additional design services related to the US 30 Binford Avenue and 245th Street Improvement Project, and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
All right, we have the motion, the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
Number 14, approve federal aid agreement for County Highway Bridge Program Project, BROS C064152 8J64 for Bridge D11 replacement, and authorize the chair to sign.
This is our federal aid agreement that we get on our HBP projects that, for all of our off-system bridges. This is for Bridge D11 up on 120th Street, Minerva Creek, I think. And it's definitely needing replaced at this time. But it will be, I'm not sure the letting this thing is programmed for. I think it's next year letting.
I'll make the motion to approve federal aid agreement for County Highway Bridge Program Project BROS-C 064 152-8J-64 for the replacement of Bridge D11 on the 1200 mile of 120th Street over Minerva Creek. FHWA number 244510 and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
All right, we have that motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Kyle,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
To number 15, we received a petition requesting a porch on Brown Avenue to be vacated.
And this is a petition from Kevin Blood and Alex Blood. I know can you bring up the screen? I can just show more of this petitioned area is. The description of the road, I'll wait until we get the image up. Okay, you can see the highlighted area there, and it's Brown Avenue south of 245th. And then the intent is to not vacate the quarter-mile section that is the southern part, and that is adjacent to Dobbins' property. And they would like to keep that part open, so it would just be vacating the north 3/4 mile of that. And it's in two different sections, so that's why the description is all of Brown Avenue in the southeast quarter of section 17, Township 83 North, Range 20 West, State Center Township. And all of Brown Avenue in the north half of the northeast quarter of section 20, Township 83 North, Range 20 West, State Center Township. So it's just a survey way of describing it, just so we can make sure we get that right away in there. We do just have the two signatures from Kevin and Alex Blood, or the people that signed off on the petition. The adjoining adjacent landowner, there's Riemann Schneider on the east side of Brown, and they at least have not objected when Kevin and Alex presented it to them. And then Dobbins are also okay with this as well. So they wanted just me to present that to you, and we can go through the process of, I'm not sure, do they set the hearing date today, or do we have to look? And I know there's publishing requirements that we've got to have with the paper.
So we'll have to verify that, because the next publishing of State Center, so getting the days right.
Oh, because it's got to be published there at the,
I think
is
we
the Enterprise
published
still?
both.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I told them we'd go with that. They're working through their plan development with the expansion, and they're going to develop some property on the east side of, if you look at where those lagoons are, on the east side of that's also their land as well. And there's some facilities in their expansion that will be on that side of the road. And so then it involves setback requirements, but if they vacate the road, then the setback requirements are no longer an issue. So it's just kind of, there things that can happen in their design will change as this progresses, but
James, can you highlight what is the property of the dairy of Bloods there?
you can open up Beacon and just, because that's
He's
where I
got it.
scanned
It's
this
in.
off of.
Yeah, it's
That's just a PDF, so it's not
Yeah.
gonna,
Oh,
oh, it is.
He's on it.
You did open Beacon.
good job, James.
James rarely does what I ask him to do. That proves it.
Similar for,
Okay, and then that parcel, can you highlight the parcel on the east side of the lagoon there? I'm just curious if I think that's theirs.
you don't like, yeah, there.
KH land,
Yeah, Page.
And then that's Raymond Schneider, and then the south property is the Dobbins are on each side of it, I think.
So they own the two parcels to the
Yes.
north of Dobbins.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and they did just recently acquire the one just south of the lagoon as well, because they were considering expansion down there, but it worked out better to go north.
Okay. And that's all that's needed then for their expansion?
As far as the vacation is,
Yeah.
it helps them in their design, just as far as what they're laying out for their proposed site. But they will be expanding everything from the lagoon north to 245th will be where the new facility will be.
Is this a level B road?
Yes.
Okay.
And in case anybody's, listening, every level B road in the county I would like to vacate. So if anybody has a level B road, I will work with them. We have like 20 miles in the county still.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So do we need to do any particular motion of moving forward?
I think this is just the motion to accept this position or petition.
All right.
Just to receive,
To
yeah,
receive.
accept it,
Accepted?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to accept service of petition requesting a portion of Brown Avenue to be vacated.
I'll second that.
All right, we have that motion in the second. Any further discussion? So the next steps would be beginning the process of the posting for the hearings and all that. All right. Roll call, please.
Isle,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
All right. Number 16, discussion and possible action regarding secondary roads employee volunteer participation for Ragbri in Marshalltown.
Yeah, I just wanted to discuss what I want to propose to do with, if I have members of the secondary roads crew that want to volunteer with Ragbri. I want to promote volunteerism wherever we can, and I know that they could still use some more volunteers in different areas. And I had some members of the crew ask if they did volunteer, would they be paid?
Count as a day of work.
And I still want to, and I am proposing that I will still count that as a paid day of work if they're volunteering for Ragbri, but I also wanted to run that past you for discussion before I did something that got me in trouble.
I had somebody reach out to me too about the safety of your guys driving big equipment in and out of town on the day, all the bikers.
We've already taken care of that. We're not gonna roll any dump trucks
Good.
on Ragbri Day. We're gonna be in pickups. We did explain to motor graders that, they still would be able to run their routes, but to stay away from the Ragbri area unless they, if they want to just kind of come up and see it for a little bit, they can, but I mean,
Don't drive the road grader.
We are purposely trying to take equipment and personnel away from the route.
The route. Yeah, I'm in favor of allowing employees to volunteer and consider it a paid day.
This was just under secondary roads. What about all of our other employees we have encouraged to volunteer?
We have closed the courthourse, and normally that's
So they
just a
get
paid
paid.
day. So we
So
should
the-
have done that
They would get paid.
differently. They're getting paid that day. So if
So
they
they're
do
getting-
go, they're getting paid that day.
Okay.
'Cause it's like a closed weather for closed. But yes, if they volunteer, obviously, we want to encourage that as well.
If I get clarification on that it's a closed weather day, this affects my staff also, my clerical staff. So if it's going to be classified as a closed weather day, then I have to make those arrangements for my staff. They fall underneath those agreements.
Yeah, because we're closing the courthouse, so I don't know. We were
Yes.
going to pay similar to when we close for weather, because we're closing,
Yes, I assume you'll have staff that need to work that day actively,
Yes.
right?
Our clerical staff, our admin office falls underneath the same agreement with the courthouse. If they're
Right.
closed during a weather event,
Right.
they get that paid day off.
I'm in favor of any of the county employees that want to volunteer their time for that, to be allowed to do so as a paid day.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Am I missing something?
I think for your office staff.
His office staff
I
is
think
what
it's
he's
going to
asking.
be,
Well, if it's a weather event, they're going to have to get the day off paid.
they do.
That's the way
It's
the
not,
policy is.
we're not closing the courthouse due to weather, it's due to logistics. So, don't know. This is the first.
Can't we decide that we want to do that, though?
Well,
I think, I'm thinking he needs those people out there to answer phones and things too.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You need people
Yes.
to
In the
staff.
policy, if it's a closed weather event for the
Yes.
courthouse,
Yes.
my administrative staff in the clerical
Yes.
division, they get the paid day off also.
So I'm in favor of it, assuming you don't need them to work. So,
There's always
how,
work
how
to
do
do,
we,
but I just want to make sure it's fair with all county
Yeah,
employees.
right,
That's what
right.
we want to do.
so how do we cover that? Make sure what's covered is covered and what is available to be able to volunteer, they can.
Will any, so those employees have the day off, or do you need them to work that day? And if you need them to work, are you saying are you requesting an additional day for them? I just want to make sure that, like you said, that this is fair for everyone.
Yeah, it's one of those situations, if it's classified as a weather event day, as if it is, if it's awarded that direction, I have to follow that with my staff. If this is just a day off for operational purposes, that's different.
In my mind, it is more operational. It's just going to be so busy here that it was hard to have the courthouse open because we didn't want any public coming in the building to come in and renew their passport, for example. So that is different.
It is different, so then if it's operational, then out at the sheriff's office, they are working? Am I understanding that?
If it's classified as an operational closure.
Yes.
And then if it's that, how would you like us to handle that? Because if they're
That's a good
working,
question,
if
yeah.
they're working and others are not within our organization,
And that would be
What
whether
would
it's
be the
fair to
most
all
appropriate?
employees is what's going to be actable to policy. So,
My employees are also working.
Do they have the option to volunteer?
They're working in the campground. I didn't get enough volunteers lined up. They didn't get enough volunteers lined up, but my staff will be helping at campgrounds and directing traffic.
Well, they'll be working RAGBRAI, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but they
Because of
would be
the-
doing it if I didn't make them do it.
Okay.
And I'll have paid employees doing traffic control,
Yeah.
helping out with traffic control on Wednesday and on Thursday.
Yeah. So we have employees that will be required to work because we need to work RAGBRAI. And then we will have employees that it doesn't necessarily mean they're required to work RAGBRAI, but have the opportunity to volunteer.
And I don't have numbers on how many volunteers I have on my crew. I just know there were guys that were asking, what if?
Yeah.
Know if they could volunteer.
I believe we could have the option of, for volunteers, that they're allowed to volunteer for RAGBRAI, otherwise, outside of the courthouse, otherwise they're working.
I think we said to the downtown location, so that would be the 3 employees at the annex as well as your
Engineer's office is gonna be closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we said, downtown facilities was how it was.
Come on, let's have everyone.
Yes, please.
Well, I felt bad talking back there. I know I'm not supposed to do that. Would it just make sense, like my staff, they are working RAGBRAI because there wasn't enough volunteers. Would it not just be that Paul's staff is working RAGBRAI because there's not enough volunteers? I mean, is that, it wouldn't necessarily be that they're volunteering, they're just helping because we're.
Well, I have guys that are working regularly
Right.
because they're gonna be needed for the traffic control.
But not everyone.
equipment. But not, no, there'll be,
Yeah, there'll be some that say,
I
hey,
don't know how many potential volunteers I have.
Okay.
That's the whole.
I just
thing.
was,
I think-
trying to compare.
I'm confident that what brought this to me was the fact that there are a lot of county employees that are getting an extra paid day off and because of RAGBRAI. And that's why I think that's what brought up the question. Which would be the same question that Joel's facing.
so what would you like to have happen, Joel?
and obviously, I've worked for my staff to do.
Yeah,
But also I have to look out for, that everybody's treated fairly. So, I don't know what the answer
Is it appropriate for those that are working compared to those that are not to get an additional vacation day?
That'd probably run into our bargaining contract.
I know.
So,
Nothing is easy with this.
No.
No, if for a union agreement that,
Yep, union versus
Both
non-union.
there.
I can close the administrative office for the day, if that's,
Yeah, you
if
could
it will make
actually-
things more simpler.
You could just call it a paid administrative leave day, couldn't you? That's why,
Do you want to do that?
That's up to the board. I just want it to be fair for everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think you can really make any county employee volunteer other than, if you're gonna be paid, so.
Right.
No, I'd be willing to close the administrative office to make it fair for every employee.
Well, I would encourage people to volunteer because help is needed. But I don't know what we can require. We're thinking.
that's good. That's what you're paid to do.
Thanks, Paul. So those that are working Ragbri get an additional vacation day.
So
Is that a possibility, and what's that do for does that get into any of our bargaining units?
yes, it would get into our bargaining units. If they did that, could we say that they use the day in the next 3 to 6 months, whatever? I'm looking at the sheriff. Just because then we're not tracking it so long.
If we put it as administrative leave, does that get us out of the bargaining unit problem? If we just give someone paid administrative leave?
It does, because
Tracking is gonna be very difficult.
tracking is super difficult. So
Longer
if you
you go
just
out.
give the day off, that's easier. As far as, because there's no tracking then. Do the administrative day off. To be, like you said, to be fair, because to be consistent with the folks here in the courthouse. You know, you don't anticipate fun like this when you hear Rag Bryce coming to town.
Would there be any issues that would arise from the paid administrative day off? Like what, it seems like you're okay with doing that.
Yeah, and
It seems like it might be the simplest option.
to make it fair, there's obviously budgetary implications in that and payroll.
Yeah.
To me, if you're, when we look at the secondary road staff, you said volunteering for Ragbri, but they're really gonna help with traffic control, that could kind of be an extension of their
Well,
job.
they're gonna be paid on that.
Right, they're paid, they're
on the
working.
clock.
he's got a group that he's requiring that he needs their help, and then he's got a group that's interested in volunteering.
Maybe a group.
Maybe a group.
I'm sitting here wondering if I have no volunteers, I just opened this can of worms for nothing.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, it's still good discussion because I knew something was probably gonna be coming for the administrative folks at the sheriff's office, same way. So it's one day.
It's
I really
one day.
do hope folks,
We want people to
We
volunteer.
want people to volunteer.
And we don't want anyone getting the short end of the stick with
Right.
that
No, and we
organization.
want to
That's-
try to be as fair as we possibly can. For the closing of the courthouse, it was way more just that we didn't want the public trying to navigate all of this.
Correct.
was really the bigger concern. Or having somebody wanting a VA appointment coming in, that would be, those are not good scenarios for people coming downtown. So that's really why it
And
was
parking
proposed
for
and done. Oh,
employees,
parking and
Yeah.
everything else. And it's really really a safety concern for those individuals, and just, we don't need any extra traffic. So that's why it was done. I think, I'm speaking for the three of you, but I think that was the thought process behind it, was more
Correct.
safety that way. So the clerk of court is going to be open. There is no court. I understand judges will be probably working remote, and they can still do things. They'll, do all their processes, but there's really not court or anything official that way either. But the clerk of court's employees will be working.
There will be a civil trial.
There is a civil trial that day. Okay, because Allison said they were trying to get that not. Great.
It's scheduled, whether it goes or not. The indications from the judge said that, yes, it will go.
Okay, that's, not what the district had, that was not the email I got.
Okay.
Great, that'll be fun. Which means, haven't we given most of our parking lot here to Ragbri?
They'll have to find parking spots.
Okay. Is it the first day?
Yes.
Is it expected to last more than one day?
Days, I think.
Especially when I'm up here.
The most recent update this morning, which is just actually talked about just prior to my coming in here, is the judge is looking at potentially, they'll start on Tuesday, skip the day Wednesday potentially, and then come back Thursday morning, but that's, Thursday morning still the same issue we're gonna run into Wednesday afternoon, so that's still trying to be ironed out yet, but it is going. The judge is trying to plan around that, however, the Thursday is still gonna be an issue that we're trying to figure out.
I keep thinking even by 10 a.m. on Thursday, things will be a lot better.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Court starts at 9.
Yep. So it could be, the judge, I guess, could do something like that, too.
Yeah, and we could encourage the vendors to start tearing down Thursday night.
Most of them probably will.
Especially if there's travelers that are going to the next city.
Yeah, and it's, if I understand correctly, it's also the 100-mile day, so if somebody's really into, wanting to get that done, I would think you'd leave early so it's not hot.
Yeah, they'll be leaving early.
A very long day, could be yeah.
So we're back to the approach of those that are required to work will work, and those who cannot work will have a day off, and we'll give those that are required to work a paid administrative leave day. Is that what we're talking about still?
Yes.
In every department?
I think so, yes. I mean, they're short, significantly short on volunteers yet, so I think,
So all
This-
departments, including courthouse employees.
I think we have to be consistent upon, across
So they could
departments,
take
so.
vacation or,
No, they would have,
Be a paid administrative.
A paid
so they're just paid for the day, okay?
Yeah.
So the folks that have to work get an alternate day.
yes.
yes,
How's that work?
It's just fun to track.
I know.
But
If I
it's,
have someone who's already on vacation that day, then do I change their vacation to paid administrative leave on
I
that
would.
day? Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And if something else comes up following this that we can retroactively correct if we need to.
will that handle the fairness issue, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it will.
Okay.
It's just whenever it's brought up as a weather event, that triggers another.
Yeah. It's a different
Another operation.
scenario. Yeah.
That triggers a different, it's because of
Well, it better not be weather.
Yeah,
Don't even
Yes.
say it.
Yes, the only other obstacle would be the budgetary implications. It's several thousands of dollars for several employees, so that's something we'll have to get worked out at some point.
okay.
Encourage volunteerism.
Encourage volunteerism.
We need volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have a motion for this approach.
I'll make the motion.
Restate the motion.
I knew you were gonna say that. Oh, okay. I will make the motion that all county employees that are required to work on the day of RAGBRAI will be offered an alternative paid administrative leave day, and that those employees who are not able to work that day because of RAGBRAI enclosures, however you want to word that scenario, will be on paid administrative leave.
So there'll be, anyone required to work will get a paid administrative leave
Alternative.
at a later date.
Yeah,
Yes.
an alternative one, yes. Does that cover it?
I will second that motion.
All right. We have that motion in the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Kyle,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes.
All right. Public forum. Time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on the agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in public forum today.
Just wanted to give an update on 280th Street, E63. It would be northwest of Haverhill. We had we had a culvert that had a failure in it, and it made a hole under the traveled portion of E63 that was bad enough that we had to close it. We have to do something. We were in excavating out the culvert. It was largely deteriorated and was not, it couldn't stay. I don't like putting metal pipes under paved roads, and so I was trying to see if we could get our vendors to get some concrete pipe, and it wasn't going to happen anytime soon. So then I was wrestling with, okay, do I put a metal pipe in, knowing that I get a concrete pipe, and then I have to tear it out again and do it, close the road again. And I decided, when we talked to our metal pipe vendor, they said we can do basically a pipe that is coated with a polymer and it has a 100-year life on it. So I'm going to pay the extra for the polymer coating and do this job one time. This pipe is supposed to arrive next week. I think later in the week though. So I mean, the road won't be open next week, but we will be progressing with it, and once we get it open, it'll stay open. We'll have a rock portion over the pipe for a while, and then we will put a hot mix asphalt patch in, and then we'll probably have the differential settlement where you have the dips on each side. But we are going to come through next year with a paving project there on E63, so it will get milled and smoothed out, and after it winter's over, it'll ride.
I know weather has probably affected the timeline for Ridge Road and,
That did kind of put a little hiccup in us, and we are going
Yeah.
to be out there yet.
Okay.
We're not going to punt on that. We're gonna be there.
okay.
So
Yeah, I just knew it probably got pushed back, if you had any idea how long.
I'm still thinking as far as our excavators, they are booked up for July. But we started getting some survey work done yesterday on that intersection, and I have spoken to the landowner on the north side of the T, and he is willing to sell us right away. So that's a big hurdle
Step
there
forward,
that
yeah.
helps. And so we're making headway, but you're just not seeing it on the ground out there yet.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
So 280th probably closed for at least another 2-3 weeks.
I'm going to estimate two.
Two.
But, yeah, the weather kind of dictates how well we can do that too. Then the good thing is that with the metal pipe, we won't have to coordinate with our crane service, to get that, because that's a lot of times a stumbling block too when we're replacing the box culverts, because we don't have a crane.
Because previously was it a concrete box before?
It was
Yeah.
a RCB, I think it was 6x6.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for the update on that.
Yep.
I wanted to give an update on the website. James, myself, and Aviana met with the folks yesterday afternoon after they'd spent the morning out at Conservation for Phase 2 of the project. So they're hoping to get you guys live in the winter, which makes sense for that timing of things for Conservation. But that sounded like that meeting went really well. Ours in the afternoon went well as well, and we're looking at our go-live date, where they'll be back August 4th for training on how to do all of this for the public meetings, agendas, center, all of that, and on August 4th. So I think that either that or the 5th will be our go-live date. He seems so confident back there, doesn't he? But yeah, we're very excited, and it'll be nice to just have it the same as elections and the sheriff as well. Having all the websites the same will be a good plus. So, but they've done fantastic things. Avi's worked really hard on just grammar and making things look consistent. Public health should be capitalized all through her verbiage, and when I'm writing something like that, I'm looking more at content, not caring about capitalizations. And she looked just at prettiness and making sure links worked and all of those type of things. Making sure Jarrett's background picture was the same as the other two supervisors. So she updated his picture.
We got to treat everyone equally.
Yeah. It's the-
Exactly. So we're in the home stretch on the main, and excited that Conservation also will be, getting their project. I don't know how much you'll be able to work on it for the next, 6 weeks, but after that, things hopefully slow down a titch and they can get things rolling there too. So very exciting.
I'm just going to put in a quick blurb for that. If the public has any great pictures of our parks and them recreating in our parks and would like to share those with us, we are always looking for great pictures. We have some, but oftentimes it's just an image of nature, not necessarily people in it. So if anyone has pictures of their family riding bicycles on the trails and would like to share those, we would love to receive them.
Very good idea. That's a really good idea.
All right. You want to say anything
No, I've just
more?
got things that need signed, so I'm
Oh.
just. Oh, okay. Well, that's a big one.
Again, favorite podium. Tim Elder, Emergency Management. Yeah, you'll love your website because ours has worked wonderfully. Same company. The June 17th flooding event that we had that was proclaimed by the governor. We're down to about 9 days for people to apply for the individual assistance or the disaster case advocacy. The disaster case advocacy, we've had about 10, 11 people so far apply for that. That is not dependent on income. So anyone can just have help working through, how do I go through this? How do I work with my insurance? What options do I have? That kind of thing. So I'm glad people are taking advantage of that. The IA then, after they go through case advocacy, they'll see if
If they qualify.
Yep. So they have to fall within that certain guideline for income. So, so it's good to see that people are applying. We had a new call in about a possible cause from that flooding event just day before yesterday. So it was Christensen called in, Rex Christensen. He actually resides in Tennessee, but he's at 1260 160th Street, Clemens. And they did have more rain up in that corner, about 9.5 inches, just depending on where you were. And so there was some problems there. So we had the rain, which was actually just a little farther out from that June 17th. The wind event and the rain was kind of back to back. And so we're looking at mainly the dam on his pond up there. It takes runoff from quite a few other fields that aren't on his property, and it looks like possible dam failure. It's really at the edge of that. So I'm working with the DNR, talking with the Rex too on the phone, getting a lot of pictures. But if that dam would fail, it would run into Minerva Creek, which would then possibly affect Clemens. So, so it's a pretty good impact on that dam. So we're just trying to see. It is a privately owned dam. Just trying to work through with the state. Right now, I'm waiting on phone calls back from DNR. So that's kind of where we sit. But there's not anything on this IA that he would, be eligible for. But again, since it's possibly affecting life and property downstream, we want to make sure that we're taking care of it. So I just wanted to mention that. But anyone, though, that had wind event issues, definitely I wanted to make sure that they applied within the next 9 days so that they're at least getting help working through those processes. So I think that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional public forum today? All right. Adjournment. Next regular session is scheduled for Wednesday, July 29th, 9 a.m. At the courthouse, first floor meeting room, 1 East Main Street. All business acted upon at that session should be submitted to the auditor recorder's office or the board of supervisors office by Wednesday, July 22nd at noon. There being no further business come before the board, this meeting is adjourned at 9:58 a.m.
Go get your signatures.
Because I think we're meeting